Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking up to you guys about my favorite Pixar movie, possibly of all time, and that is Onward. And I'm going to be talking about how I think that this movie and possibly the sequels, if we get any, could be the biggest Pixar franchise and just the biggest, I guess, addition to the Pixar universe. Let me explain what I mean, but before I get into all that, if you guys could please leave a like on this video, I'd really appreciate it, as well as subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos, including Disney, Marvel, or any kind of fandom you can imagine. I'm probably a part of it, so if you want daily fandom videos, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But with that being said, let's jump into today's video. So, I'm going to use an example to kind of illustrate what I'm talking about and the kind of mindset that I'm in when I'm talking about this. So, I'm going to use Frozen as an example. Frozen is extremely popular. People love that movie. Yes, there are people that hate it, but the majority, especially the audience that it was made for, being kids, they love Frozen. And what did Disney pick up on? The fact that Frozen could be a huge, huge, huge franchise. So they started making plush toys. They made bedding. They made toy sets. They have made multiple play sets. They've made homeware. Literally, they've made everything for Frozen. Do you know how much money Frozen has made Disney? And that is because Disney knows, oh, when people love a certain character or a certain movie or a certain fandom, if you want to consider Frozen its own fandom, which honestly at this point I do, they're like, people are going to buy the plush toys, the play sets. Little girls are going to want to have Elsa and Anna costumes and, Sven and Olaf plushies and, and then they're going to want posters and extended versions of the movie and, multiple soundtracks, because who doesn't want to own multiple CDs of the same soundtrack? I don't know. And so Disney picked up on that. And with Onward, it is very unique as well, because not only is Onward a very, very well done movie, but it is also entirely a fantasy world. You have characters that are elves, you have characters that are centaurs, you have characters that you see unicorns, wizards, everything. You see dragons, literally everything that you could think when you think fantasy world, it is most likely in Onward. So what does that mean? They could make plush toys. They could make posters. They could make whatever they wanted to based around the characters from Onward, and it'd be super easy because the characters are already mythical fantasy creatures. Do you know how much money this could be if they do end up making sequels of Onward? And honestly, the way they ended the first movie of just being, Onward, I think that they could totally 100% make sequels, and I genuinely think this could be a trilogy, and Onward could be like the next Toy Story, where it's like, oh my gosh, it's Onward. Like the way people think of like Woody and Buzz, I think that is how people could think of Barley and Ian eventually, of them being like the next big Pixar universe characters. It's like, yeah, there's already Funko Pops made, and there's already this, that, and the other made, and if there's more movies, then there's going to be more characters and more storyline and, more promotional stuff and play sets if they haven't made them already. And honestly, like, Onward could be the future of the Pixar universe if Pixar picks up on what Disney does so well, and that is realize when you have a movie or a TV show or something that is extremely popular, then you make merchandise and anything you can think of that people will buy, Disney's probably made it for all of their successful movies. Let's be honest. Disney's like amazing at that. They're like, people love this? Okay, let's make more money. That's what Disney does. And I think the people who are behind Onward and stuff, they're not blind to this idea either. And so I do think that if they choose to make more movies and develop the, franchise into a trilogy, which I genuinely think is so possible. I loved these characters. I think there's a lot more character development that could be developed, I guess, in future movies. And even if they don't want to do movies, you know, we have Disney Plus now. They could do an Onward Disney Plus original TV show series, developing more of, you know, either what happened before the events of Onward or after, you know, like maybe they could do a TV show series based about what the dad did before the events of Onward, or what happened directly after Onward, like the TV show on Disney Plus picks up right after the events of Onward, or either right before, and just gives us more development of that world and the characters and stuff. I think it's super possible. And I genuinely think Onward could be the next Toy Story where you're like, oh my gosh, I love these characters. They're awesome. I need action figures. I need this, that, and the other. Kids are wanting, you know, replica wizard staffs. Or I have no idea. But kids fall in love with characters all the time. I mean, literally, just look at Frozen or Toy Story, or, you know, kids want things that they see in movies. That's just how it happens. And so I genuinely think that Onward has the potential to be extremely popular if they market it well. It all comes down to marketing. But I do think that a Disney Plus original TV show, either that or make Onward a trilogy just like they did with Toy Story and develop the characters a lot more and stuff like that. I do think that that is extremely possible. Especially where Onward is a fantasy world, so they could technically do whatever they choose. You know, but they've already established that they have magic, and Ian has magic, so they could honestly do whatever they want with that. And I think that it could be a real winner for the Pixar universe and just the Pixar studios in general if they choose to go that route. And I honestly think if I was working at Pixar, I would notice, hey, this is a really popular and interesting story. We've already established the characters. People love the characters. We've already established that, you know, there's magic and mythical creatures and, you know, all that fun stuff. So why not build on it and build a whole universe all around the characters of this movie? Anyway, I would be really interested to know what you guys think. I'll leave your comments down in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already to help me reach a goal of 20,000 subscribers. But with that being said, I'm going to go. Goodbye.